Okay, guys, it's Green Bay Wacky, well, and gals, YouTube audience. I'm going to talk to you quickly about Article 13, how it affects us. But look, guys, I'm not going to bore you with technical stuff or rehash what you've already heard, okay? I'm going to give you some advice and some criticism. And I'm going to be honest with you, some of you that watch this are going to want to break the monitor. You're going to get mad at me for what I'm about to say. But I'm going to be brutally honest. And that's what I think you'll like about this video, because it's going to be brutally honest. I never know how long I'm going to talk. I'm not even going to put a time on this. Okay, let's get into it and how it's going to affect you, what you can do to protect yourself, and what you're doing right now that's wrong, okay? Wrong, okay? Again, I'm going to give you some harsh criticism. Article 13, basically, let's just, you want to Google it and get the technical terms for it. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm going to sum it up for you. It's putting the responsibility on the platforms for what gets uploaded on them. Not just YouTube. See, everyone's talking about YouTube. I mean, Twitter's a platform. Facebook's a platform. Everything's a platform. Twitch, is a platform. So, every day, people like you and me are uploading stuff. We have accounts. We have channels. We're uploading to the public, okay? So, what Article 13 basically says is that they want to hold... I'll give you an example. Let me give you an example. Let's just use YouTube since everyone's talking about YouTube. And again, I'm going to get some harsh criticism here and some advice for you. So hang with me. Tell me at the end of this if you made it through the whole video, if this made sense, inspired you, made you mad, whatever it is that I've said. Okay, so here's what it amounts to. Let's say you go to Netflix, you watch a movie, and you just, screenshot that movie, upload it on your YouTube channel, and you get 10 million views. Well, okay, let's, say you got away with that. Like, you didn't get caught that you uploaded that movie. The company that made the movie comes after you, obviously, to try to get you shut down from that video. And they can say, well, you had 10 million views. We've had a monetary damage. We lost out on revenue. We lost out on DVD sales, whatever it is, even if DVDs are even going to be around anymore. But anyway, you know what I'm getting at. But that's not it anymore. That's not it. Now they jump over to YouTube and say, hey, you guys let Joe Schmo upload that video to cause this monetary damage. We want money from you, and you've got it. You're big. So this is a big dilemma for the platforms, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, all the platforms. There's hundreds, if not thousands, if not tens of thousands of platforms out there. Big dilemma. So at the heart of Article 13, it's copyright. Okay, right now it's in Europe, but it's definitely going to affect us. I'm over here in USA. So the heart of it is that you now have to, according to this, Article 13 passing, you have to prove where everything came from. It's like basically like going and get a military job or something like that. You're going to have to submit licenses. You're going to have to submit your personal information. You're going to have to submit all this different crazy stuff to prove that you own something before you can even get it uploaded and out there to the public. I mean, my goodness, it might take you a year to get a video out there. I don't know how it's going to work. Seriously. All right, but here's the deal. It is, in righteousness, in theory, it's a good idea, right? People make something, they want to get paid for it, okay? In theory, but the expression, the road to hell is paved with righteousness. We might be paying hell for this as creators and live streamers. Here's the thing. It's going to really force you to buckle down on what you're doing right now and what you've done in the past, because it's not going to be business as usual. And it's going to be, they are going to have so many different electronic bots, filters, all that fun stuff. They're going to just crank it up to be, the police. And oh my goodness, I can't even imagine how many false positives are going to come in for a while. And that's what they call, where they find something, it turns out it's okay, but it doesn't matter because, you're in that, that false positive revoke mode until they sort through it. It's sort of like you're guilty until proven innocent. Let me tell you about what's not going to work anymore, business as usual. Here's where I'm going to get tough on you. Guys, a lot of you guys are stealing people's content. You're stealing it, and you're going above and beyond on the stealing of it, and you're making things that you're claiming as your own that really you didn't put the time into. I'm going to give you an example. I've seen people, by the way, this video is not, someone might hear this and say, he's talking about my video. My goodness, there's tens of millions of videos on YouTube. So I'm not talking about your video. I'm just talking about videos I've seen in general. I've seen people that will take a whole music video from a known rap star, for example, the whole video, I mean, images, everything, the whole video that maybe that rap star paid $1 million to make or more. And they'll, just mute it and, maybe put their own voice in there, like, and make up some little parody song or something. Hey, my name is Bob. My name is Bob. I'm driving down the country road. Right? And then, so now they have their voice over this $1 million video that the rap star made. And they upload it as a parody video and say, look at me. I created this. It's mine. Guys, it's not going to work anymore. And you know what you're doing? I'm going to be honest with you. You guys are cheating. And you're not only cheating, you're not being creative. You're taking a shortcut, because what you're doing is you're taking something that someone else made and you're being lazy, and you're not creating something yourself, which should be made. You should make your own music video by filming yourself out in your neighborhood, out in your car. You're like, screw that. I'll just grab this guy's video, mute it, and put my own voice over it. Boom, it's fair use. And I've got a new video now. It's like, guys, you're not being creative, okay? You're using copyrighted material, all right? You're using a lot of copyright. And what is fair use, by the way? If a lot of people, they bend it. They really bend it. You know what fair use is supposed to be? It's supposed to be like educational purpose, for example. Let's say I do a video where I want to do a little background on a big YouTuber like PewDiePie, for example, right? Fair use would be, I'm going to do an educational documentary about PewDiePie. I'm going to throw a picture of him up for 3 seconds. That's PewDiePie, right? You look at it. Okay, that's PewDiePie. Boom, it goes off the screen. All right, and that's it. Now I'm back to like what I'm doing and talking. But people take this fair use and twist it. They think they can use anything, just change it around a little bit and get away with it, and now it's yours because you've created something new and original. You're hiding behind fair use. Guys, you're not going to be able to do this anymore. You're going to get busted. You're going to get busted big time. You know how many times people go, and I've done it in the past, but not anymore, and, I've gotten rid of videos. You go to Google, I want a picture of a guitar. You just go guitar, you grab it. You don't care where it came from. It's on the internet. It must be okay to use it, right? Guys, that stuff ain't going to fly anymore. You're going to have videos that are all full of copyrighted stuff, and you're going to get copyright strikes. You're going to have to start being more creative, and you're going to have to start being more business-like and actually seeking out websites that give you licenses. You might have to pay for memberships to get video footage, animation footage, that kind of thing, that you legally can use. You legally do have a license to use. Now, I'm going to give you an example, another example. Right here, let's look at the scene that I'm in right now. Let me crank up some music real quick. Okay, all right. Now, what is going on in the scene right now? Is there anything here that could be copyrighted that maybe a bot would find offensive, that it might give a red flag to? Let's go through what you're looking at. The Green Bay Wacky above me is from an editing program. Now, the editing program gives me a license. Anything I create in it, I can use royalty-free anywhere I want. Now, I can't resell the editing program, obviously, but I can create something like that Green Bay Wacky logo and that text, and I can use it anywhere. There's a license. I paid, and I got it. Behind me, the recording studio, I belong to a website that gives me a royalty-free license to use that picture in anything I want. I can use that picture. Now, I can't sell the picture like to you as if it were my photo, but I can use it in my material like on a live stream, a video, that kind of thing. No problem at all. The Boulder Buddies picture over here, my kid's product, up there. Let's break that down. I made that also from the editing program where I'm authorized to use the fonts, all right? All the Boulder Buddies there are mine. I own them. I made them. It's my product. It's my video, all that. There's 2 logos in there, the Parent Television Council and the Dove Foundation. I was given awards for those Dove Foundations and the Parent Television Council. I'm allowed to use those seals of approval. Let's get over to subscribe and Twitter. Probably not a big deal there. Subscribe, button. It could be argued, but some things just can't be copywritten anyway. That's a red square with white text in it. Not a big deal. And a white square with an arrow. It's not that dramatic. Follow me on Twitter. Generally is accepted by Twitter to use. They do have a thing about Twitter that you can't animate their logo, make the birds fly, all this crazy stuff. Again, this is where Article 13 could get crazy. They could start micromanaging everything. They could, say, ooh, you got the Twitter logo on there. That's copyrighted. Boom. You're, in copyright violation. Let's assume that maybe that's going to be okay, all right? But you see what I'm getting at. You're going to start second-guessing and micromanaging everything. So, you might now not use follow me on Twitter with their logo and the bird and the blue. You might just have text, like I have Green Bay Wacky up here, that says follow me on Twitter just as a call-out action, not anything that is owned by a different company. Now below, right here, let's take a look at that. It's about my donation, when my live streams are going. Now, all the text, again, is from that same program that I own, that I have permission to use all that. The Boulder Buddies in there, no big deal. I own those. But look at that PayPal button. Now, again, it could be micromanaged, argued. Is that copyrighted? Because the PayPal button that is supposed to be a live button that you push, but it's actually not a live button. You see, this is where it starts messing with your head. Let's assume that's not going to be a big deal. And then the Cheesehead logo there, that's my photograph there. It looks like a super chat, that yellow square, but that's designed by me. So you see what I'm getting at, though. Now, last but not least, this. Where did that come from? YouTube library. They give me a license to use it. So I'm feeling pretty confident right now that my scene right here is pretty acceptable as far as not breaking the rules, okay? But you see where Article 13 is going to go with this. Guys, you're not going to be able to steal other people's stuff anymore. It's even a gray area. It's a gray area. I mean, you'd be better with it, but it is a gray area. When you go on Google and you search an image, like let's say you want a guitar, I'm just using that as an example, and you click guitar, image, and right, they come up. Then you have to click tools. This is on the Google search bar. And then there's usage rights, and it says labeled for reuse, okay? And you click on that, and then you get your list of pictures. You notice it gets a lot smaller. Even those now, they just added this, within the past year, I think it was, say images may be subject to copyright, where in the past, if it was labeled for reuse, it wouldn't be a big deal. So everything's going to get micromanaged. Guys, here's what I'm going to tell you. You're not going to be able to do business as usual, and you're not going to be able to be lazy anymore. The stuff that's going to start becoming very popular, I think, is where people are talking and doing things in their home and filming themselves. I think it's going to be a new trend where you're going to see less and less and less stuff. We haven't even touched on gaming, by the way. We haven't even touched on gaming. I have no idea what this is going to do for gaming. Fortnite, all this other stuff. The gaming, who knows what they're going to consider all the images, all your gameplay, that kind of stuff. No idea what that's going to do. So I'm not even going to touch gaming, actually. I'm just kind of going from the video creator standpoint. Who knows how this is? I mean, you might be out in public now. Jeepers, you have a Coca-Cola on a live stream. I have a Coca-Cola because I'm drinking it. Oh, no, I'm serious, guys. This is like a big deal. But, guys, if you're one of these people that takes other people's stuff, splices it all together, and comes up with this video and you think it's all funny and cool, you made it. You didn't, right? You didn't. I've done that in the past too. You're going to have to do that splicing and mixing up of stuff with credible websites. And I'm going to urge you to consider or reconsider using stuff on YouTube. Stuff like, for example, that is marked Creative Commons, because you don't really know where that came from. We do that all the time, right? You see something and it's on YouTube, it says Creative Commons, allowed for reuse, and you grab it. But you don't know if that channel was just created, they stole something, and when they uploaded it, just called it a Creative Commons. Oh, why not? Guys, I think there's going to be a shift here. The shift is going to be you, like me. I've been doing this for a long time now. I belong to websites on memberships, and sometimes you have to pay for them, where you actually have to pay for your material so that you know it's royalty-free, you know it's copyright-free. So, in other words, you get an animation, and it's right there. You have a license to use this in all projects, all media. It's royalty-free. I think there's going to be a shift into using credible business websites, and it might even juice up that market a little. I hate to say it. They're going to get a boost in their memberships because you're certainly not going to want to grab stuff off Google anymore. You're not going to want to grab stuff off YouTube anymore, and you're definitely not going to want to grab stuff from other sites. So, guys, you really have to start rethinking how you make your videos, how you're going to be creative, what your content is. Again, I can give you no advice for the gamers. I have no idea how it's going to affect that. What you can do to protect yourself and the way you can think, here's my final thoughts. Don't worry about it. There's nothing you're going to be able to do about it. Nothing. Nothing. What can you do about this? Nothing. Go about your business, upload your material, but take a good look in the mirror and say, did I really, did I just steal, that rap star's video or that movie off of Netflix and just mix it up a little bit and then kind of say it's like my video? I mean, really, let's get real. Let's get real. Let's get real, okay? Guys and gals, stop doing it, okay? I try to play on the up and up here with all my stuff. I try to use, music, images, all that are all copyright-free, royalty-free. But even the best of plans, again, I'll say it, this whole Article 13 is in the name of righteousness. But, again, the road to hell is paved with righteousness. We, the creators, I think, might go through some hell in the near future. That's the easiest way to say it. The best thing you can do, I'd go back through your channel. If you got stuff where you know in your heart that you cross the fair use, boundary. Again, fair use is supposed to be little snippets, 3 seconds, 5 seconds. People, they just keep making up imaginary numbers. Fair use is 30 seconds, 80 seconds, 120 seconds. Guys, I'm just encouraging you. You've got to start seeking out credible websites that give you membership usage, for royalty-free images, animations, things like that. Because, look, I'm just going to show you real quick. My windmills here, I belong to a website where I got that animation completely royalty-free with a license to use it. Same with my outer space right here. I belong to a website. That is from a credible website. That's not just off YouTube under some Creative Commons thing, This picture here is off a website that I belong to. I have a membership to where this is given to me to use. So I feel pretty confident in what I'm putting out there that I own it, that I have legitimate licenses to it. So, guys, it's a wake-up call for creators, live streamers. There's nothing we're going to be able to really do about it other than, for the moment, start protecting yourself by just say no to yourself when you want to use that stuff and it's really not supposed to be used. You're going to have to just say no. You're going to have to work harder, guys. You're going to have to make more of your own original content. You're not going to be able to cheat anymore. You're not going to be able to just grab stuff that's already been made at the expense of someone else paying for it, create something and call it your own and say, hey, look at me. It's all mine now. All right, guys, that's it. That's my pep talk to you. I hope this helped you. If you made it through this video, I'm sorry. I don't make them long like this normally, but this one's on my heart a little bit. I love you guys. I hope that this is going to be, this ain't going away, guys. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. I don't want you to be scared, though. I'm not scared because if we get scared, we're not going to be able to get anything done. But think about it, guys. Think about it. And again, I can't do anything about the gamers. I have no opinion on that. I don't know where that's going to go. Let's hope for you that the gaming community, because that could be even mega devastating if the gaming community is wiped out. That would be mega devastating to many, many, many channels. Bad enough for people that make videos like me or live stream. Okay, guys, have a great day. I love you. And remember, try to make your videos as much on the up and up as you can. Try to make them 100%, okay? And you'll sleep better at night.